Hello student, today we are going to perform experiment number 1. Its title is Demonstration of Application Programming Interface, that is API. So this is the first practical of our subject CAD CAM Automation software window. Okay. So as we know that when you use any command, when you draw any object on the computer software screen, so in the background of the software writes some macros, okay, or some files in the memory of the software, okay, and that files can be used later on by the programmer or software engineer to change or to modify that particular object. So that is nothing but the application programming interface. Okay. So there are some log files or macro files written in the memory of the software, any CAD software or any CA software, and later on that files are used to change or to do any minor modification in that drawing, okay, or in that analysis. So that is the benefit or advantage of this interface. Okay. So we are going to perform one example, or we'll see how, and again you can upload that file, you can import that file in the software, and you will see the modification whatever we have done in that text file or log file. That is the use of interface. Okay. So we'll see the demonstration by using ANSYS. Friends, you can see this ANSYS APDL window on the screen. Okay. So we'll perform this practical using this ANSYS APDL window, or we'll try to understand how this interface works, and will be beneficial for us to do minor modifications in the component or in any ANSYS file. Okay, so you can see the different in menu bar, different commands like file, select, list, plot control, work plane, parameters, macro, menu control. Okay, and there are some sub commands in each and every menu bar. Okay, it's like macro, and macro files can be created. So let us say log file. If you say, if you go to list, then files and log file. Okay, so this is one of the important file which writes each and every step which we have followed by using different commands. Okay, so log file is the main file which interface, which connects the user with the software screen. You can see the different macros are created, and this is the format of log file. Okay. You can save this log file. For that you have to go to file menu, then write db log file command, click on that command, then this window will come. Okay, so .lgw is the extension of that log file. You can save that file by using any name. You have to save that file in any drive. Let us say I have saved in D drive. Okay, so I have saved that file, and whatever the command I will use further in software, that will be written in that log file. Okay, so let us take an example of rectangle with a hole. So I will draw that component using this preprocessor command. Okay, so let us proceed for it. I will set the structural environment. I will use preferences command, then structural, then click on OK. So the structural environment will be set in the software. Okay. So let us go to preprocessor. I will create that rectangle with the center hole. So I will go to create, then I will create the rectangle with the use of block command. Click on block, then by dimension. Okay. So this window will come create block by dimension. Okay. So rectangle dimensions are 100 by 50 by 20 mm. Okay. So x1, x2, y1, y2, z1, z2 coordinates I will give. So x1, x2 will be 0, 100, its length, then 0, 50 is the width of rectangle, then 0, 20 is the thickness of that rectangle or block. Click on OK. Then rectangle will be created with 100 by 50 by 20 mm. Now this block is created. Okay. So again, to create a center hole, I need to follow some command. I will create again a solid cylinder on this rectangle. So I will create volume, then cylinder, then solid cylinder. Okay. See, this window will come. Here I have to give the center point and radius of this solid cylinder. Okay. So this cylinder will be at the middle. So center point will be half of this length, width and thickness. So I'll give 50, x 50, y 25. Then radius for this cylinder I will take as 10 mm and depth almost throughout the rectangle. So thickness is 20 mm. Click on OK. This cylinder is created. But to create this volume or to create the hole, I need to subtract that area from the rectangle. Okay. So I will use subtract command from operate, Boolean operation. Click on subtract, volumes. Okay. Here it will ask two commands. Okay. You can see the pick or enter base volume from which to subtract. So I need to subtract the solid cylinder from the rectangle, okay, because there are two volumes. So peaking volume is 1. Volume 1 is rectangle, okay, and volume 2 is cylinder. So I need to pick first base volume. Base volume is rectangle. Okay, I will click on OK command. Picking volume is 2. So instead of 2, I need to pick first volume. Okay, click on OK. Again, second time this window will come, but now second time it will ask the different volume. Enter the volume to be subtracted. That means I need to subtract cylinder. Okay, so I will pick volume number 2. Okay, you can see. Click on OK. Then again click on OK command. This solid cylinder will be subtracted. You can see this modeling of rectangle with hole we have finished. Okay. And whatever the commands we have used, so now we'll see what is being written in the log file. Okay. Let us go to file command, write db log file. You can replace it or you can save this as a log file. I will save this. I will save this. You can save it in your folder. I have saved this file in that location. I will open that file. Experiment 1, the name of that log file. Okay. See, in Notepad, I have opened that file. See, these are the block dimension 0, 100, 0, 50 and 0, 20 x, y and z coordinates. Okay. Let us I let us we change the coordinates of length 0, 50 from 100. I have changed length to the 50. Let us say what will happen to the rectangle or in the object. I have changed the dimension from 100 to 50. I have saved this file as different name, experiment 1-2. Save this file. You can select all the content in that file. You can copy this and then you can paste it in command prompt bar. Before that, we need to clear this component. So this is command prompt window. If you paste that copied content in this command prompt window, and if you enter it, the whatever the modification we have done in that macro file or in log file, that will be displayed. Okay, that will be executed. Okay, let us will paste that copied content and enter it. Press the enter button. See, you can see we have changed that dimension from 100 to 50. Okay, and the modifications are visible on the screen. Okay, so length of the rectangle is reduced from 100 to 50, okay, and is directly reflected in the object drawing itself. Okay, without handling any commands in the software window, we can directly change the value of the rectangle or dimension of the rectangle in the log file, and that dimension is reflected in the component drawing itself. Okay, so this is the use of application programming interface.